Hey, hey. It's been a long day, temperature rising, I can feel it in my body, and I'm looking for a body that calm me down, cool me down. Pull out the iPhone, I see a text. She want the python, she want the sex, so it's going down, going down. I need you to wine for me. I like the way you wind it up, wine for me. I like the way you wind it up, wine for me. I can feel it in my body, and I'm looking for a body that calm me down, cool me down. I need you to wine for me. I need your loving tonight.
Yes, sir. Mike Carter, our very own Blue Dot Bubble. Mike Carter, y'all.
Hold me down. The way you love and I can tell how you feel when you hold me down. Hold me down. I need you to wine for me. Baby, I like the way you wine for me. I like the way you wine, baby. Please wine out, hold me down. I need you to wine for me. I like the way you wine for me. I like the way you wine. I wanna feel for me. I can feel it in my body. I'm looking for a body that you hold me down. The way you love me, I can tell how you feel when you hold me down.
Baby. Okay, DJ. Mix it in, DJ. DJ Grub. Hey.
They call me Dick Jockey. Cause
If
I'm
you
playing
want,
Dick.
baby, we can take it easy. I'm pushing up anytime you need me.
Thank you, Devoted
Thank
Touch.
you, Devoted Touch.
Fleeting. It's 8 a.m. You got me wishing you was with me. Press. Full court press, you know what you need. Someone that's about you, girl. I'm selfish, left side of your chest. No, it's gold, it's a treasure. It's kinda cold right now. Let me keep you warm in this weather now. Loving you is my calling. Girl, I'm ready to put my all in, yeah. I'ma show you what it feels like to be loved. Hold you down when we pop out, girl, I hold you up. No other feeling compare. My intuition sends your love in the air. Baby, just hold tighter if you feel that you scared. I know the way you feel it really feel like it's real. Ain't no probably. Wanna know how it feels having you on this side of me. Instantly, intimacy, enjoy your company. Tenderly and gently, that's the vibe for me, yeah. Get you ain't going nowhere. This day to love, girl, I wanna go there. You the biggest drip, I don't need no mind clear. Girl, I'm ready, let me know whenever your mind clear. You take an inch or a mile, I'll take it with you. The life you wanna create, baby, can I make it with you? Stay down, let's get it, girl, I wanna run this cake up with you. Yo, not you better, don't you ever bring no maker with you. Babe, I'm serious, I don't mind playing the long game. Follow your lead, be your shadow, wanna be your only. When I'm in your presence, I wanna hold you closely. Give you everything I got, you is what you own, man. Ain't no probably.
They just feelings and they ain't real. You just gotta be able to control them. This is how you feel. But feelings don't know that.
Love don't know the feeling of waiting to be loved. And pain don't wait on healing, 'cause pain keeps hurting love. And time don't heal our wounds when the wounds don't show their scars. Tear down these walls, unbreak my heart.
Unbreak this goddamn heart of mine.
Life keeps fighting wrong, for the most part, wrong too strong. And when all I
can't argue the whole day long. And then pride got upset and went and got mad. And when man couldn't do it, he went and got sad. Boy, you better let that shit go.
Let it all go. Controlling something you would never have. So why not live life, love, learn, and laugh? Just smile, cause you can't say it's all bad. I need you to know you are not in control.
And that's okay.
You should let it all go.
That's all you gotta do.
Let it all go. You don't want the whole world into your life. Wake up every day and go online. You don't care if you're wrong or right. You a little kid wanna tell your son. Wanna show a little cash in your Hellcat right. Wanna shake a little ass, get your ass look right. Wanna brag on the bag, but you really did pray. But you'll never ever change that mind. You the type to chase a woman down, put that bitch in the head like a Spinosaurus. You're the type of nigga sit around with a couch with a bitch all day and watch sport. You're the type of chick to show your pussy friend to get mad when a nigga get in. We're the type of folks that'll brag on what we bought cause we can't control our thoughts. Something you will never have. So why not live life, love, learn, and laugh? Just smile, cause you can't say it's all bad. I need you to know you are not in control. You should let it all go. Let it all go. Love don't know the feeling of waiting to be loved. And pain don't wait on healing, cause pain keeps hurting love. And time don't heal our wounds. When the wounds don't show their scars, tear down these walls. Unbreak my heart. Well, I'll be a goddamn ham sandwich walking up a hill looking for a booger to talk to. Goddamn, boy, we kicking ass this morning. I feel good. You know, we're going to go check in the first five in line and then figure out who the goddamn wonk wonk is.
Who is the
Man, I feel so good. People don't realize, man, you better figure out, you better do something to get your oat. This show is part of my oatmeal.
Yeah.
I come out this bitch like a prize fighter every day with a massage. Not a message, but a massage. Because I'm trying to massage your goddamn brain.
That's right.
I'm going to take my hands and massage your brain with a massage. I want to massage your brain with a massage, baby. Ooh.
That's what you're doing, though.
You goddamn
you're working that brain muscle back out.
Yeah, I'm making their brain stronger than what it used to be. A lot of motherfuckers ain't got no imagination, can't think. We're going to get into the first 5 at 5. We got the beautiful, lovely, Sophia Moore. Good God Almighty. We got the lovely, beautiful Razzle Dazzle. She is so pretty. Look at them high cheekbones and them big earrings. Good God Almighty. We got our sister Devoted Touch with the little cute lady, the beautiful cheeks and the locks. We got our man Crazy T. He looked like a Native American up there.
My TT.
Some off of Warriors. Come out and play. Then we got the beautiful Y'all Love. She been kicking ass doing her performance. Y'all follow her Instagram. I don't know what her Instagram is. I can't remember. Put your IG up there. She be up there bitch rapping. And I ain't even know the body was like that. I ain't know the body was like that.
I was like, come through.
Yeah. I was, you know, you see a person all the time and we see her. This show is at 9:00 and it's 6:00 over there. And whatever her job is, she work outside. So she be having on the Dickies and the boots and shit. I seen her on stage.
Like, what up, son? She was like, she got that little sway too.
What shit? Let's keep moving. Now we got.
Hit us with an
bam. Who is Kanique? Is you the goddamn one? We got Sophia, Razzle Dazzle, Devoted Touch. Kanique, you is the goddamn.
Hey.
She got to get a goddamn. double wonk today.
That's triple.
I'm just wonking the hell out of her.
Look.
Salute, fam. Y'all open the damn door. You see, she already got it up there. She knew she was the goddamn wonk. That's why I triple wonk her. You don't supposed to know you the goddamn wonk. She at the door like, y'all own the goddamn door. Own the goddamn door.
Good. She could give us a little update on her violin.
Oh, yeah.
Experience.
I would have never
that.
known she played violin.
Did
I'm going to have to get her to play some on the track. Hell yeah, that picture
That's
look like
dope.
some Pam Grier.
I'm telling you.
19 goddamn 70 shit with the Froski. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So check this out.
What
Your
up?
job is to come in, Kanique, at the end of the lesson and hit this goddamn button right here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a baby boy button. I'm going to show you what link it is. Hit that link, come in and say what the lesson meant to you. If you are at work or busy and you cannot do it, just say, I can't do it. And that way somebody else can come in and fill in on the fill in. That link right there. Kiss out. Kiss out. Look who in the house today. Mama Unda.
Hey,
she said, if you can't keep care of yourself, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Ooh, la 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 la. Give it back for Mama Unda. She like the mother of the church. You know, you have to have a mother of the church. Not because she's the oldest, because she's not the oldest, but she's just like, has a certain spiritual wisdom that I don't know that I like. But let's get into what today's message is about. Today's message is about metacognition. Yes, you have to know what you thinking about and why would you think. Did I see another El Dubarino come up there? Oh, good God Almighty. Thank you for the El Dubarino. That's y'all loved and slapped that dub up that boy. Why it ain't showing? Hold on. Let me go ahead and give her shine. She done slapped a Dubski, Dubarinsky. Yeah. So I know that Dubski right there. If I get a Dubarinsky or some up here, I look at that as a cash app. So we going to eat good today for lunch, baby. I think we might get us some scallops. You don't really like scallops. No. But you like when I do the mussels, not the mussels, the oysters with the Rockefeller.
I do.
I put that Rockefeller on their ass. We're going to be talking about metacognition. What's happening behind your thought process? I think we have to understand, once you know what's happening behind your thought process, you can understand what you're thinking. Because a lot of people, they say, I don't know what I was thinking. You know what you was thinking. You know exactly what the fuck you was thinking. You just don't know why you were thinking what you're thinking. The metacognition is the why. The metacognition is the why. Yeah. And we're going to talk about that. But before we get into that, y'all know what time it is. What time is it, y'all? It's time for the motherfucking recap, baby.
Yes, y'all. Well, yesterday, Master Teacher talked about connecting your thoughts. And he was trying to say you got to focus on what you're thinking about. And that's why I'm so excited about this lesson, because in order to connect your thoughts, you must know what you're thinking about. And remember, the same way you drive home on autopilot, like, how did I get there? You needed to know you were going there. You know you got in your car to go home. You just don't remember all the lights. Master Teacher is trying to teach us how to connect light to light to light to light till you pull up into your driveway, so that you're no longer going through life on autopilot in default mode. And it's so easy for us to be in default mode. So like he said this morning, he's here to massage our brains. And the way you can keep your brain going is to play this brain game. So Master Teacher,
keep talking to him. I need to take me El Pisadoro or La Pisca or Pisola. So I don't know why I always get nervous right before I have to do something. I used to have to piss before every basketball or football game, and sometimes shit. It's like my nerves, so I gotta pee this morning.
Okay, well, go do it. Why you still saying?
I said, if you can't take care of yourself,
you know I got a limited
good
throat.
God Almighty Jesus.
So anyway, again, if you're just tuning in and turning on and tapping in and all that to this YouTube channel, you have tuned in and tapped in into the Bears and Bubbles morning show. the experience that you'll never forget is the dopest show on the globe. Yesterday, again, we were talking about connecting the thoughts, connecting the dots. Master Teacher did a dope board showing us how to bubble jump all through there and showing how easy it is for you to fall below the line into Debbie land. But if you're paying attention and you focusing on where you're going, as soon as you drop down, you should be able to jump right back up. So a lot of times, people, we get to the end of the road and we out of control. We've built momentum because remember, this is the momentum series, and that momentum series has really stirred because you didn't realize what thoughts you were connecting. And remember, those 5 thoughts become a belief. Now you believe something about yourself that that you're supposed to stop 16 seconds before it started. Master Teacher also paid tribute to Abraham Hicks for her 16 and 17 second rule. He'll reiterate that while he's doing the metacognition lesson today. Master Teacher, are you ready?
I feel you coming.
You wanted this. Yeah. What else? And remember, you're not alone. You are not alone. A lot of us has not been focusing. So Master Teacher gonna get us right. Master Teacher, you ready?
Man, I talked to a brother yesterday. He said, man, I don't know if I ever told you. He said, but I was really down and out and depressed and fucked up in the head when I met you. He said, my marriage was on the brink. I was a shitty father. He said, learning your class, Bears and Bubbles, taught me how to be accountable for my life and let me know that everything that I had experienced up to then was based on me doing it. Not even all that shit, all the childhood shit that we try to blame on everything. You know, even as a child, we have thoughts that we manifest. We don't realize. I got molested when I was a little boy by an older woman. And I'll never forget. I look at it like this. Just because you don't know what you're manifesting doesn't mean you're manifesting it. I was a little boy. I was that little boy that would always try to sneak and feel a woman's leg. I used to like hair on a woman's leg. Let me tell y'all something. Hair is sexual. Back in the day, women didn't show their hair under their arms. Back in the day, women wore slips and women wore stockings. Because when they go out in public, women just didn't shave their pubic hairs and their leg hairs. But they said, when I go out, I'm going to wear something the same color as my leg, a stocking or a, what they call them, knee highs or some shit. I don't want no man to see this hair, because if this man see this hair, he going to get turned on at the church. So I used to be that kid that'll be looking at a woman's leg hair, staring at it just so she know. I had game as a little boy. I was manifesting a raping. I was manifesting a molestation. I would look at a woman as a little boy, and if she picked me up, I would rub her face real soft or smell her hair. And women said, this little boy gonna be a heartbreaker. She really saying, this little boy is being fucking too sexual with me. I should have slapped me and threw my ass on the goddamn clothes. But you know how women are. Oh, he gonna be so cute. He gonna be a heartbreaker. Somebody should have told my mama, hey, this boy just tried to rub my goddamn leg. Somebody gonna goddamn molest this little boy because he the one that the predator gonna find. It's just like when I met one of Chris' friends, her little son, he was touching on me. And I say, hey, little man, stop touching on me. You know when you meet a little boy, the first thing you do, he grab you, you grab him by the head, wrestle him, pick him up, just test his strength, see how strong he is. You might hit him in the chest and see if he cries or something. Just testing the little boy out. And this little motherfucker was a football player. He was tough. So I picked him up, slammed him. He come back. He like, let's wrestle. I said, all right, little man, I gave you a little time. Chill out for a second. Before I know it, he could hit me with it. Rub my chest. I said, maybe the little man such and such. Next time he said, hey.
Unless you gonna do it.
I say, little motherfucker, right there. And the mama said, what? I said, ain't what? This little motherfucker just touched my motherfucking nipple. She said, no, he didn't. You just met me. I said, he just touched my motherfucking nipple. And looked at me. Like, yeah, nigga, you want the fuck? Now, I spoke up on that shit. She got mad at me. I said, well, I'm just letting you know, if you catch this little motherfucker getting molested one day, he is smart enough to come on to adults. That's how I was. Now,
I was like,
we're not saying everybody like that. We're saying predators know who to molest. That's how they get away with it so long in the family.
I said that the other day.
Because it's like, they don't molest a little girl I don't sit on nobody's lap but my daddy. They know I don't fuck with her. They molest a little girl that run up between your legs. They molest a little girl that catch you looking at your eggplant. So what am I saying, Javon? You don't know what you're what you're manifesting behind the scenes, whether you doing it as a child or adult or not. So when I say that, a lot of people say, you say kids are responsible for molestation. I said, no. Kids have seen some things that put a different vibe on them that make predators say, that's the one. Now let me show you how this shit works.
Yep.
We don't know what we want. We just don't want it to be like it felt the last time. Or we want it to be just like the last time. Think about it. You ask a motherfucker, what you want, man? He'll say, I don't know, man. I just know my last bitch did this, this, and this. Motherfucker, what do you want now? I don't know. I just know my last bitch did this, this, and this. Let me explain to y'all what happens with metacognition so you can get a clear understanding. Then I'm going to get into the message. This on the board, this is your brain. This is a bottle of liquor. This is your brain on liquor. I'm just fucking with you. This is a bottle, and this is how your brain works. You see the tip of the bottle? That's your ID. Your egg, that's your blue. Your ID, your egg, that's your mind. We didn't establish that. That's your brain. That's what you think of. That's what you think through. That's the true you. It is the part of you. Let me break something down to you. I think y'all see with your eyes. You don't see with your eyes. You see with your brain. You don't hear with your eyes. You hear with your brain. You don't taste. What happens is your eyes reflect light. And when that shit go in your eyes, your brain perceives it. So your brain is what's seeing these senses. This is called, the first part of metacognition is your sensory receptors. I hope we got some common sense in this motherfucker. Sensory receptors. That part of your body and your mind that says, hey, I see a lot of shit every day. I hear a lot of shit every day. I smell a lot of shit every day. I taste and touch and think about a lot of shit every day. But your sensory receptors is what says receive that. See, it's called a reception. That's when you catch something, you receive. All right? So as you're going out in the world, you hear, bang, bang, hey, motherfucker, get out of here. But you really just walking in the street and you hear your brain is saying, I don't need to let all that shit in. Has nothing to do with my true blue. What do you mean? My true blue, what do we want to do? We want to eat, fuck, and have some company. That's what we want to do. We want to eat, fuck, have company, and procreate. So your true blue, as it goes through life, it is not picking up on every fucking thing. So this small bottleneck, you should have control over your sensory receptors just based on who you are with some common sense. I don't go around these type of motherfuckers. You know if you go home for your family reunion, what type of family you got. So you should be able to say, I know my true ID blue me. If I go around my family for a whole fucking weekend, it's a lot of shit gonna get in my sensory receptors. Or you can say, I'll go around my family. I know my true blue. I'm gonna just what? Ignore all that bullshit that would get in my sensory receptors. The second part of the mind, the way your mind works, is this. This is called your working memory. That's the thing that does something. Notice I'm making it yellow. That's who you become. You work in memory. Anytime you see something, it has to go through your sensory receptors. A lot of shit will never get into my working memory. Your working memory is this part of the bottle. This time right here, this 17 seconds. That's where the momentum is built at. And if it makes it 17 seconds into your working memory, that bitch is going to go back into your long term.
Boy, you better draw this board.
Which is what? Your pink.
Master teacher.
Oh, I didn't put it up the wrong. Okay, let me put long term. Well, fuck it, I can just put pink down here. I like to put the same stuff. See, I had put id and blue up there. So, and down here, this is your ego. This is like, what about me? So what happens is you walking through life, and in any situation, your sensory receptors are picking up shit and saying, scanning. I don't need to hear that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. I don't even think about these motherfuckers. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. The second your sensory receptors pick on to something, it goes to your working memory. Oh, you done let it in. You done did what? Focused on it. You done looked at it. You done listened to it. You done touched it. And you done thought about it. You ain't tasted, but some stuff you taste. You done let that motherfucker in that bottle cap. Once you get in that bottle cap, you got an option. I can work this shit long enough or stop it before it gets into my long-term memory, which is the pink part of me. Everything, once it get past this line right here, it's goddamn pink. That's what your memory is, pink. Did you know your memory is pink? It's the opposite of your imagination. To imagine is to create something new in your mind that's never happened. To remember is to go back and find something. So once we get right here, that's where that pink juice starts. How pink are you? That's a whole lot of fucking juice. That's not as much juice in here. And that's a very little bit. Ain't no juice in here. It's a very little bit. But if that motherfucker get in, so what you have to understand, what are you talking about, Javon? Let's get into the lesson. This is how your mind works. You don't pull up memories for no reason. You tune into something with your true blue sensory receptors. And if you work it long enough, it pulls up a memory. What do you mean, Javon? Let's get into it. I remember I used to fuck this older lady. And y'all know I always use these examples to say, and I probably told this story. And every time we'd fuck, she'd be like, can we do it like we did it the last time? She was trying to do what? Recreate moments. Bitch, we can get the exact same liquor, exact same wine, exact same everything. If your day and you're not in the exact same vibration, that moment ain't gonna be the same. You can't recreate a moment. And then if we fuck, if the shit won't just like last time, she'd hit me with some shit like, well, you're married and maybe we shouldn't do this again because it wasn't like the last time and I liked how it was the last time. And I said, well, okay, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Move forward. You're not going to keep recreating these moments with me. And then she'll hit me up at the spur of the moment and just be real horny and I'll go knock her off behind a job or something. And she like that. Then she hit me. Can you come knock me off behind the job again? Sure. Then I knock off behind the job. The shit don't be the same as it was. Then she mad for the. Then she said, could you fuck me in the car at the park? Then she loved it. Then she want to recreate that moment. What do you mean, Javon? We don't know what we want. We just don't want it to be like the last time. When every time we encounter a new situation, we don't use our imagination and say, this could be like this. We say, I don't want it to be like I remember. Oh, good God. Instead of imagining a new friend, a new relationship, a new job, all you can say is, I don't want to be like what I remember. And you have to work that up. Watch this. Your working memory, your person that you are, your ego is the center between, do I let this shit into me or will I let this shit out of me? You hear that? This is this fucking time. This is the fucking 17 seconds. This is the 17 seconds of pink or green. Do I let this goddamn pink in me and turn into a memory? Or do I let this green in me and turn into a memory? Or this goddamn Pink is trying to get up out of me because my eyes just saw something or I just heard something that reminded me of this. Do I let this motherfucking Pink work its way out of this body?
Yeah.
Do y'all understand that? Y'all say yes or no. I hope you understand it. But let me give you an example of what I mean. Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Black people, I'm just using us for example.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump, let me check on her real quick because she just
yelling.
Talk to her.
Great message. How y'all liking this message? Let's put some blue dots up and some fist pumps. Y'all see where he going with it, bringing it all together. I'm just always amazed, but that's just a great representation of what's going on in our minds. Here you go, Master Teacher.
Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Think about this for a second. We didn't know what we wanted in Joe Biden. Mm-hmm. We just wanted to not be like Trump. Mm-hmm. We didn't tell Joe Biden, you got to give us this, and this. Ice Cube had a Black American plan that he went to Joe Biden. Joe Biden wouldn't even look at the shit. Donald Trump sat down and talked to Ice Cube. So that should have let me know if I'm going to use my mind and think my emotions. Remember we said it, y'all got this. You think and emotions with your mind. You feel with that bullshit spirit. Mm-hmm. So if you really think with your mind and emotions, Donald Trump ain't really do nothing bad to black folks. You can't think of nothing Donald Trump did bad to black folks. He might have hurt your feelings. Mm-hmm. And that's what we do for everything. I was talking to my homeboy that said I changed his life yesterday. And he said, man, I'll never forget. And he realized when he manifested based off his past. And he said, man, tell a story one day in class about the truck. So I got a homeboy. He wanted to get a truck. And basically, he sat down with me, kind of like Chris in the manifestation station. I said, what kind of truck you want, man? He said, I don't know. Instead of working his imagination for the future, I want a red one, a green one. I want something to do this. I want something that's dependable, don't break down. I want something that's low cost. I want something this. He can't use his imagination. Mm-hmm. He went back into his memory and started working that son bitch up. He said, I know my last truck had an oil leak. See how that's starting to come out? Yeah. Them pinks starting to come out. Mm-hmm. Watch it. I'm asking the motherfucker what kind of new truck he want. Y'all get? I'm asking this nigga what kind of new truck do he want? And he said, well, my last truck used to run out of gas a lot. So I know I don't want that kind. Yeah. He said, then one time a transmission gave out, then this happened. I said, hey man, goddamn, what do you want about the new truck? He kept going. Well, man, the old truck did this. I just don't want the old truck to fuck up like this. Before you know it, guess what's coming out? Pink. Guess what kind of truck that bitch bought? A fucking jalopy lemon. He made it happen. He manifested it. He made it happen like that. Hey, sister, what kind of boyfriend you want this time? I don't know. Yeah. My last boyfriend used to beat on me as long as he ain't like that. My last boyfriend used to quit jobs all the time. Long as he ain't like that. My last boyfriend used to do you realize the universe don't care about what you say, it really cares about what you focus on. Yeah. You can go out and say, go Duke. But if you think Duke gonna lose, you're just voting for Carolina. The universe only cares about what you focus on. This blue sensory receptor, this is what you must guard the most. Because once it get in here, you don't know what's happening. But the metacognition, the thinking behind the thinking, that's what you got to get good at. Yeah. The thinking behind the thinking. Why I keep fucking? I know when I meet these guys, they might look cute and they might not have their shit together. Why I keep fucking these ain't shit men? Why I keep fucking with these ain't shit girls? Why I keep landing these? Oh, okay. When I meet a guy, he be cute, and I be so happy that he like me, and ain't nobody hollered at me in so long. I'll fuck anything, and I'll turn anything into a relationship. Same thing with a guy, vice versa. Me and my homeboy was talking. Chris heard it one night. Me and George was in here talking. If you can remember on the spot, you know you always, if you can remember, what did me and George say in here one night that you heard from the back that you laughed at when I said about women? You remember that?
Oh, that y'all not special. All women to give y'all whatever that you want.
A woman to treat
every man the same. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She just, if the motherfucker seemed like he good enough to be with her, she'll put her in her credit.
Yeah.
She'll put him on her insurance. She'll get him a car. A woman will go all out 100% for every fucking man that she think that she can be with. So when women would tell me, well, I did this, what I want to do, I said, bitch, I'm not special. You would do this for a fucking Shrek or ogre if you think he gonna be with you. Mm-hmm. So let's realize I'm metacognitively acting off desperation. Because every time I meet a new person, all I do is think about the past situation. And because I don't want that right there, I go into this new situation. And that's the same fucking thing. I'm acting off desperation.
And that's the accountability.
That's the accountability. Mm-hmm. It's just simple as this. If you say, I'm accountable for my thoughts, I'm accountable for this area right here. This is the most important area. That's the work. Mm-hmm. That's the ego. That's the body. That's the one that you can see. That motherfucker right there, he's the one. See, you know how many fucking bad or good memories you got in this bottle? Mm-hmm. They don't come up unless you see, hear, or something that sparks that shit. Guard your mind. Guard your blue. Guard your blue. Nigga saying, you heard about that goddamn nigga that shot up Buffalo? Nope, I don't give a fuck about a nigga that shot up Buffalo, and I really don't care about the people in Buffalo that got shot. Not enough to go look at it and see their names and remember John. That's gonna make me sad. Now, guess what?
Yeah.
I'm working some up out of here. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about this shit in the world. Not that I'm not sad that somebody, I'm really not sad that somebody I don't know got shot. I'm really not, and you're not either. I'm really not sad when someone I don't know dies. I don't care. I don't care enough about George Floyd to watch him go get squished and call on his mama. So now I'm going to be thinking about my interactions with the cops. Cop roll up on me. Oh, shit, sensory receptors. The cops. I get in my working memory, working up all that George Floyd, working up all that shit. The cops say, hey, man, why you so nervous? I'm sitting there nervous because I've been working my memory, thinking about all this shit that y'all did. Hey, man, get out of the car. Mm-hmm. We just stopped you for a goddamn random traffic stop, man. You too goddamn nervous. My homeboy that's a cop told me the cops only looking at two people, other cops and the fucking criminals. It's just like if you like a woman across the club. You see her, y'all make eye contact, you say, oh, let me look back. And that bitch look again, goddamn, we make eye contact, she like me. And you do, you like, oh, I ain't looking. Now imagine you do that with a cop. Cop standing there clear as day, and you, oh, how you doing, cop? Okay, too little later. Let me see what that cop doing. And the cop like, yeah, I'm waiting for you to look back at me. So how we perceive moments determine how they go in here. 2022, Joe Biden in office. I'm not going to let the sensory receptors of gas prices and food prices go into my head and say we in a depression right now.
Yep.
We're in a shortage. We're in a depression. Now, you'll be walking around nervous and worried thinking about this, but every time you went to the store, you got something to eat.
Yeah.
Every time you went to the store, you put some goddamn gas in your car. That shit ain't bothering you that much, but I'm not going to let it go in my head this way. Mm-hmm. It's like my wife has been raped before, and I came home and she was watching a movie about rape. Mm-hmm. I said, how do you let your ears hear somebody say, oh, help me, I'm getting raped? Or eyes see this shit and you work it, and once it goes into here, it's going to bring something back out. Mm-hmm. But guess what? She can do that because her memory of her rape moments ain't even all that traumatic to her. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
Break it down to them. Break it down to them of how when you see rape stuff or hear about rape, how your working memory don't go in your mind and pull out a traumatic event where it make you go crazy. Break it down to them real quick.
Well, in accountability that I find in my working memory, I understand that, first of all, I was getting up every day, going to do some poetry, wanting to be looked at in a way that makes somebody go crazy. So I know that I put myself in my sensory.
Use the board back and forth between you.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
With my sensory receptions, I remember how I looked in little outfits. I remember what I said on the stage. I remember the eye contact I made with dudes. I remember the drinks I bought. In my working memory, I understand that day I was out very late at night being in the fast ass of life. And so when it gets to my long-term memory, I don't see it as something as traumatic because I've had a lot of sex with dudes for reasons that didn't have nothing to do with maintaining my life. So
that's a good job, just for you on the spot using that. Or it's like a motherfucker that went to jail. He's sitting in jail. Man, how you make it through all these years of jail? Well, I don't analyze the moments like y'all analyze them. It's all about analyzing moments. It's analyzing moments. It's about how do your sensory receptors perceive that moment, and do you see it as pink momentum going in or green momentum going in, and it will turn into this in your memory.
Mm-hmm.
See, you got green memories too. Everything ain't bad in your head. Everything, this could be something right here. You could have a green memory in your head about a job interview. Go get her. Mm-hmm. You can have a green memory in your head about a job interview. All you gotta do is think about one pink memory, and if you let that get momentum coming out the tube, that's what you're gonna go in your ass. See, me, every job I ever went for, I got. Because that's how I see job interviews. I'm the goddamn man. If I sit down in front of you, I'm hired. If you can get past the name Javon, you know that's the nigga. You look at my resume, when you call me, you say that's the nigga. That ain't no white boy. Based on his resume, what he can put on his resume, we want that nigga. Matter of fact, he probably a big, tall, big dick predator nigga named Javon. They see that Javon and they see them years experience and what I done did in them degrees, they say we want him. So if they call me in there, I go in that bitch and all I got is good memories of jobs. So my working memory don't pull number green out the bottom. Do you understand? Pink or green goes in through your sensory receptors. That's why you must guard what you watch, hear, all that shit. Pink goes in through your sensory receptors. Your working memory, whether it's pink or green, creates enough momentum. By the time it hit this cap right here, it is pink or green in your memory. Memories are just moments you captured based on your feelings. Mm-hmm. Do y'all understand that? There are some people who can have memories of situations. They say, man, that was a funny ass day. And because of how you felt in that moment, it was you the one getting laughed at. That wasn't a funny day. Now, another day that somebody else getting laughed at, that's a funny ass day, man. We do it all the time. Our memory, black people, boy, our selective memory is so bad. That's why we can't make it as a union. Black people say shit like, man, them crackers ain't shit. All crackers bad. Then you say something about black people, man, you can't generalize us.
Yeah.
We don't realize that there are times that we generalize and then don't want to be generalized. How can you get any fucking knowledge out of life when you're walking around not understanding when you're doing the exact same fucking thing you don't want someone else to do to you? Mm-hmm. How can you get that? Mm-hmm. I remember I had some white friends over here this weekend for my daughter's birthday party. I said, hey man, Can we just have dinner? My white friends might not want to hear about racism and all that shit all the time. Now, if they bring it up, if you come up organically, that's another thing. And I said to myself, I want to do white folks talk about black folks as much as black folks talk about white folks. Meaning, when I have a card game or we doing anything, we talk about how ain't shit crackers is.
Yeah.
That's what black people do when we get together. Man, crackers ain't shit. The world fucked up. Blah, 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 blah. I don't, but my friends, different people. So I said, I want to do white folks sit around like niggas ain't shit. Niggas, I don't think they do. Because they not intimidated or bothered by us. How do you see the world? How you see the world, sensory perception. How your working memory works. Okay, watch this. My sensory perceptions, I've had some white teachers and some white men show me love. So when I go in here, my working memory of white people is green. It is not pink like yours.
Yeah.
You know why? I've never, watch this. I'm going to show you how you motherfuckers are. We're talking about life experiences, your sensory receptors. What have you experienced? What have you in your working memory, your ego experienced? A lot of people hate white folks, and white folks ain't never done one thing to them. I ain't never been beat by the cops. I never been called by a nigga. White folks has volunteered to help me for black folks. I have no reason to walk around thinking all white folks is bad. But every time your working memory work, you go in there and you get that slavery shit. You go get this, you go get this, and that's why your life is like it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have never experienced a black woman shitting on me. Now, I've had some women that were in my life that got mad after shit was over and went on Facebook and tried to smear my character. But I don't give a fuck about that. That's just what chickens do when they goddamn get kicked out the hen house. I don't give a fuck about that. Everybody know a woman gonna tell her goddamn story. And as a man, the way I do is let that shit die down. I don't say shit. Man, you know, such and such said this. Oh, I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck. I ain't never had a black woman do me dirty. I ain't. I don't have horror stories dealing with men. Because I don't do stupid shit with men. I can fuck on my own. I can get my money on my own. I don't need to. What we gonna do? Go sell some dope? Them niggas that be like, niggas ain't shit. Nigga. No, nigga, that's because y'all doing crimes together. Y'all doing crimes together and expect criminals to do right. That's when y'all say, I don't got no problem with black men. I love black men. I ain't got no problem with white women. I ain't got no problem with nobody. China man ain't never done me no kind of way. I fuck with him when I had to. I don't fuck with him when I don't.
Yeah.
I ain't got no pink in my mind about no goddamn racism in fucking America.
Yeah.
I don't. That's just me now. And if you really look at your own fucking experiences, you've tied into this racism shit just because of some pink shit that you done watched enough movies and let enough hotel niggas get in your sensory receptors.
Yeah.
And you just, man, it's all about what you allow to go in.
Yeah.
And what you allow to go out. See, water goes in the bottle. Water come out the bottle. It's up to you. It is totally up to you what you allow to go in. And then you got to work that shit to make it a bad memory. Watch this. Your sensory receptors, man and woman alike. Y'all met, fucked after the club. One fuck. Now y'all got a baby and can't get along. Why? Because whatever you let work into this motherfucking brain about this person, that's your memory of him. He won't shit. She won't shit. Oh, no, let's just think about it for a second. Let's stop going into our memory and let's just think about it. Or let's just imagine it being better. That's what we'd rather do. We'd rather go in our memory. Slavery, Jim Crow, all the bad stuff that ever happened to black folks instead of imagining it being better. Ain't that what Martin Luther King said? I got a goddamn dream that in spite of all this shit, I'm imagining some shit happen. That shit changed because he imagined it. We so quick to go in our goddamn memory. We go get moments and focus on how we felt instead of being accountable for our thoughts. Watch this. You know why that woman won't let her see her baby daddy see her son? Or you know why that baby daddy won't give his baby mama no money? Because instead of saying, being high and in heaven, accountable for my thoughts, that bitch got a fat ass and I'll come in her. That's just simply
That's just simply it.
That nigga making some money and I let him come in me. What do? Our memory of that person is how pink or green we sit down. So we go back and say, yeah, I remember that bitch, soon as I fucked her, she asked me to buy her something. Well, didn't you leave with money? What you think? Every time he come by, he wanna fuck. Didn't he leave with money? Well, he don't want to see his kids if I ain't fucking him. Yeah. Well, ain't that how it started? He don't give a fuck about them kids. So how you view and imagine your future is based on how you have told yourself about that story.
Yeah.
See, a lot of us do shit, have a good time doing it. How long you say you was with this man? How long you say you dated this woman? How long was you at this job? How long was y'all friends? Oh, 10 years. You must be letting your working memory pull something out that's wrong, because how you stay around a motherfucker 10 years? Oh, you going in there working memory, changing the pinkness because of how you feel now. Mm-hmm. We're going to get into it. It's hard to explain, but it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's simple, but it's so simple. It's like, she gave me AIDS. What about Keisha? She gave me AIDS. That bitch ain't shit. Be high and accountable. You know you wanted to fuck her raw. You're making her ain't shit. It's how you feel about how people look at the AIDS virus. My students used to be like, I said, boy, such and such. They said, man, we fuck raw, Clark, fuck rubbers. I said, man, what about AIDS? They said, man, as long as Magic Johnson been living, fuck AIDS. He don't give a fuck about no fucking AIDS no more. Magic Johnson is the reverse hybrid AIDS. That bitch got bigger with AIDS.
Yeah.
Them kids don't give a fuck about no goddamn AIDS. They don't. So how you viewing your life now is based on your sensory receptors. Watch this. Masturbation. Think about the last time you beat your meat. If Darwin had said that, if you've been watching me, you wasn't watching me. If you wasn't watching me, you would not start using your working memory to go in there and remember the last time you beat your meat. When the last time you played with your pussy? You have to say, this nigga done said something I heard. I'm watching him. Now I'm going to think about it. Now you can choose to say, I don't care enough to go about this motherfucker to go in here and wonder what. But if you go in there and start thinking, you going to go in there and get that memory and pull it out, and you will be able to say, last time I played my pussy, I had a pink time or a green time.
Yeah.
Like, watch this. You ever stomp your toe in the middle of the night on something on the bed? Look how you had to go in that working memory and pull it out. You can choose to say, man, fuck that. I don't want to think about no toe stomping. Mm-hmm. In the very same way, I don't watch death. I don't talk about certain shit. I don't listen to certain shit. Because let me tell you something, boy. I got a whole lot of goddamn pink memories about certain things. Racism ain't one of them. I ain't had nothing racist fucking with me.
Yeah.
I just ain't.
Yeah.
But I got some pink memories about some other shit.
Yeah.
So I gotta guard my sensory receptors.
Yeah.
Certain shit I can't smell. Certain shit I can't taste. We'll talk about
that. Certain shit you smell blind. Let's give it up for the master teacher. Give him some hand claps, some soul pumps, some blue dots, some flowers, some kisses, some something. Let them know another great message is appreciated. This board right here, I mean, I know I always say this board, this message, this board, this message, but it's like every time I understand it more, or I realize that I've been doing what I was supposed to do just like I'm supposed to do it, I realize how much I've learned. I realize where my growth is at. I realize how much I'm not in default anymore. I even remember one time for a second, I was like, I'm too aware. That's how much I wasn't aware. I'm too aware. I got too much stuff on my mind.
An excuse to cry.
Yeah, like, oh my goodness. But like, that was the example. I mean, that was the manifestation of being lazy brain, like feeling overloaded. Again, talking about going back to my rape for a minute, it's crazy because I was able to watch the movie with no problem because I didn't see, I had already made my peace with it. The only thing that will fuck with me is right when I get to the door at night, like if I'm out, and then I have to remind myself right then, but you good. You get what I'm saying? So I can't let like just that smidget of what reminds me of the beginning of that night make me go into a whirlwind where I'm not pink at, so that's when it goes with that 16 and that 17 second. You have to stop yourself before you get to the 17 seconds so it don't go into your long memory. And then on the flip side, if you push it through and it's something green, you could have hella momentum.
Let me tell y'all something. Peace out for my man, Cripball with the $50 ball. Oh, okay, right now too. Okay, right now.
Yes.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Whether you believe it or not, every memory that you have is a result of something that you allowed in your. They say that the eye is the window to the soul. Now, if y'all know that board, y'all know the soul is the pink. The soul is the pink.
Mm-hmm.
What you see is the window into who you become.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking, I said, low life parents make low life children. And, everybody wants to come and try to make that untrue. Two things can be true at the same time. Meaning, people start saying, well, I had a mama and daddy and they were good parents, but I fucked up. No, bitch, you fucked up because your mom and daddy fucked up. What you are see and exposed to, maybe your mama gave you a Walkman too early and you got to listen to Jim Jones or Pimp C.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We think kids just go astray. The Bible say, I ain't getting the Bible, train a child up the way they should go. And then when they're old, they should not depart from it. Maybe you were so fucking poor living in a fucking bad neighborhood that your kids wanted to sell dope to get sneakers. Maybe you could have moved your kid to a better motherfucking place.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could have been a better motherfucking father. Maybe you could have spent time.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you could have heard you love your mother or your father say they love you more, or that you were pretty, or something.
It's just hard for me to understand how people don't realize who you are. Oh, what I want to do today, what I want to eat today. That's what a fucking commercial is for. Mm-hmm. Everything is for advertisement. It's like literally like, how can you say, back in the day, I remember my granddaddy said, boy, I wanted a Stetson hat. Couldn't wait to get a Stetson hat. I said, well, granddaddy, who you? Oh, boy, you asked too many questions, because he knew he was finna had to tell me he copying the white man.
Yeah.
I want Gucci, Louis Vuitton. If you never heard it, let me tell y'all something. Before Lil' Kim and Biggie Smalls rapping, right? Y'all know this. Before Lil' Kim and Biggie Smalls rapping, nobody said Alexander McQueen, Ferragamo. The closest thing I knew with name brand was DKNY. Mm-hmm. I got that Moschino, Versace, Hottie. Y'all motherfuckers ain't know what that shit was. We ain't know what the fuck that shit was.
Yeah.
Now niggas talking about Balenciaga. We ain't know what the fuck that shit was. Mm-hmm. We ain't know what the fuck that shit was. I remember my homeboy was going to give my son a lot of shoes, and he liked New Balance. My son had never, they was on Jordans and shit. So he done gave this nigga all these extra shoes, and then he done gave him about 8 pair of fucking New Balances. All the colors, fresh. I said, son, you ain't rocking these? He was like, nah. I said, you don't like them? He was like, nah. I said, you don't even know what the fuck they is. He didn't want them because he had never seen them. His ego wasn't going to get no shine for a shoe that his friends don't know of. Whereas I was like, boy, give me them goddamn New Balance. I'll put them on eBay. Somebody gonna buy this shit. If you haven't seen it or heard it, you would know you want it. You would know you don't want it if you hadn't seen it or heard it. Yeah. It's just like I was joking with my homeboy. Women with that underbite, you know, like Michelle Obama's mouth, that jaw. For some reason to me, it looked like her jaw can unhinge and grab your whole dick and swallow it like a snake. So every time I see a woman with that Michelle Obama mouth, I'm going to like her. And I had myself unhinged on her jaw. Said, but listen to what I'm saying. There's so many things that I don't want to expose this child to. I don't want to expose this child to. I didn't let my family know. Don't give her no sugar if you're with her. Rarely is she with somebody besides me and Chris, but don't give her no sugar. If I fuck around and you didn't try some of that slick, sneaky shit that people do, girl, get that girl some sugar. And I find out, oh, you would never fucking keep her again. We have to realize what we think and the memories we pull up is based on what we see. That's all it is. You don't just wake up and, yeah, I'm going to get every memory I had. Something sparks and you can choose to work it. That's why every year when we have my mother's graveyard celebration or we have celebrations or people talk about death or Mother's Day, soon as they say, hey, you going to have a Mother's Day celebration? Guess what I do? I work green out of there. All the good times I had. Because if I work that pink out of there, I'm going to be sad. And it happens every year. People do it to themselves. People do it to themselves. And people do it in moments, in increments. Mondays. Hump days. Let me tell you something. A motherfucking day before the day off feel better than the goddamn day off. Because you letting them control you. Motherfucker be like, I'm off tomorrow. And party and turn up all night and get fucked up, fuck everything. The next day, he don't do a goddamn thing on his day off. Or like, oh, well, I got a day off. I'm going to go pay some bills, wash my car. You know what I'm saying? Do some. Nah, motherfucker. The day off is supposed to feel better than the fucking day before. I know people that Friday morning, they say, oh, shit, it's Friday. If I can make it through Friday. And then they love Saturday. Sunday morning, they wake up and they start dreading their whole Sunday because they know they got to go back to work Monday. Yeah. Stop watching this shit. Stop watching this shit. Stop letting it go in your head. All you watch is Love and Hip Hop. So every goddamn time you meet a man, you gonna go in your mind and get that Love and Hip Hop shit. Wrap it up for us.
I mean, yeah, definitely. It's funny that you say the Love and Hip Hop because people that's been following us for a while, that was the main thing that really spun me out of control. Because I was watching Love and Hip Hop, and the things that I had no problem with Love and Hip Hop was just. It was just, oh my goodness, the women and he told me from the first night. I was like, I could dig it. I think all men fuck with other women. You know what I'm saying? But I let it show, and the way the show spent me out of control, and I didn't have to watch the shit. And I mean, I clearly saw it happen.
And I literally told her.
He clearly told me.
I said, hey, Chris, if you watch this stupid shit, it's going to affect our marriage.
Yep.
No, I'm just watching it because we talk about it at the shop.
Yep.
Before you know it, Stevie J and Mimi breaking up, and he done left Jocelyn. Now she like, what you mean? I said, nigga, I always like the side bitch better.
Lord, I had never considered.
A nigga always like the side bitch. The side bitch is always better because she nicer, but she ain't got no good qualities about her. Side bitch don't own no home. Side bitch credit ain't worth a shit. You know what I'm saying? Side bitch ain't got this. Side bitch don't understand. You can't be around the side bitch but 2 days at a time after you done fucked and the fucking done wore off. So it's just a situation where now and once she seen that, she started wondering if you gonna leave me. I said, I told you that shit was gonna fuck your motherfucking head up. And then it had her thinking that I would leave her so much. She said, well, fuck it, I might as well cheat. So that's how that shit go.
Yeah.
Stop letting that bullshit get in your head.
Yeah.
Stop letting that bullshit get in your head just based on what you watch, what you see. Why would you subject your mind to that? Why would you subject your mind to horror stories if you scared of the fucking dark? Why would you let your kids, you got a kid that piss in the bed. Come on in here, y'all, we gonna watch Freddy Krueger. That boy gonna piss in the bed.
And so now I know, like, when I'm feeling any type of way, and now that when you know, you're going to also see how defiant you are to just your own self, how addicted you are to liking the fuck shit in your life. So a lot of this, you acting, I'm not going to say you're acting depressed, but a lot of this depression and stuff is people being addicted to the fuckery and feeling fucked up. And so I had to say, yo, I know how to get out of there, Rocky. I know to bubble up. If I don't choose to flip the switch right now, I like the way it feel being down here in Debbie Land.
Exactly. And let me piggyback off that. Like I said, imagination is forward, creating future thoughts that did not exist. Memory is just pulling up some shit that already happened. So, listen to what I'm saying. Whether you believe it or not, most people have zero imagination. So all they can do is remember shit. Like I said, remember what I said. It's better to create the new man or woman you want out of your imagination than to create the new man or new woman you want based off not wanting it to be like the old. Or you may want a new man or new woman and say, I hope he be like Fred. Can't hope it be like Fred, or you and Fred will still be the goddamn together. So if somebody asks me, hey, man, if you and Chris broke up, me and Chris will never break up. But if somebody said, man, you going to get you a new woman or something, you know, I would just be like, I know exactly what kind of woman I want. The mama off the fucking Wonder Years. I want a big black woman that's big enough to where she know, hey, bitch, you a big bitch. Don't be too proud. You a big bitch, but not too big where she sloppy, where I can still show her off. I don't want to have big saggy tits. I want to be just like the mama from the Wonder Years. Good God almighty. Good God almighty. The mama from the Wonder Years? Or just how we let what perceives our perception of how we look at life. I don't walk around fearing death because I done changed what death is. Death is not a fucking skeleton Grand Reaper to me. Death ain't this motherfucker in a black suit, Grand Reaper. Death is the mama from the Wonder Years with an afro puff, naked, walking toward me with a lot of hair under her arms and a big ass hairy upside down Dorito between her legs.
And I'll just go raise all the young boys.
You see what I'm saying?
Wink.
How you look at death?
Wink.
Why you think them motherfucking Japanese kamikaze pilots would be like, fuck it. Give me enough gas to get to Pearl Harbor. I'll crash this motherfucker into the boat. Because they're like, when you die, you get a lot of bitches. They like, shit, I don't give a fuck. Why you think those Muslims, those suicide bombers, how they view death? What? Man, I'm over this motherfucker in the hot sun, eating camel meat. You want me to blow myself up? What I get? 60 virgin bitches. Man, give me them bitches, man. Think about this shit, man. Hey, y'all think I'm bullshitting. It's just
for
about your
real.
memory.
Yeah.
My memory, they told us you're going to burn in hell forever. Ah. So part of that back shit in your memory, you know what I'm saying? You fuck around and think about that hell shit. I'd rather think I get 60 bitches. And not only is it 60 women, it's 60 young gals. That's what niggas don't realize.
What women get?
Women get beat. They don't care about what y'all
In the
get.
afterlife.
I don't know. Look, watch this. That's a good question. You ever notice the Bible and religions that are chauvinistic, they don't never say what the bitches get?
We the bitches. We the 60 bitches.
No, the 60 bitches in those religions are young folks. Because Muhammad got with his chick when she was 6. He said, I ain't gonna fuck her till she turned 9. That's in the Quran. So what people don't realize, these chauvinistic religions, they said men get 60 virgins. When a woman die, oh, she get to make biscuits for her man in heaven while he fuck with them 60 bitches. We appreciate y'all, man. If all hearts and minds are clear, y'all know what time it is. Y'all can hit PayPal. You can Zelle us. You can hit us with that master teacher. Hey, let me put the link up. I forgot that.
Somebody's supposed to be coming. Kanik. Come on, baby.
She hungry, ain't she?
No, she shouldn't be. She might be sleepy, though.
Because, she don't normally get sleepy till after the walk.
No, yesterday she fell asleep during class, man.
Yeah. You what's going on, boo? She looked like she finna go to sleep now.
I know my baby.
Well, look at here, y'all.
Let's see.
I just put the link up if somebody want to come in and wrap up today's lesson.
It's a great message. I love when you talk about metacognition. And what I was going to say something about, when you was talking about parenting and us being a product of our parents and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like people say like you're wrong. All statistical research say if a child is messed up, it's the parent's fault.
Well, every now and then some woman, single mother, got a fucked up child, fucked up boy, and got locked up, and she want to say it's not her fault. You goddamn right it's your fault. If my boys who I raised, them boys ain't even come out my balls. If them boys go out here and get fucked up in the game, it's my fault. Goddamn it, I take responsibility. It will be my fault. The motherfucker graduated from my alma mater, that's my fault. You know what I'm saying? So
said they need the link to I should just put it on. I'm gonna make a post and just put it on Clock Sisters page. Unless you got access to it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I guess Khalid can't come in. Anybody else want to?
We're going to get out of here. She crying. She ready to go to sleep.
It's 10:14.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get this bitch down to an hour exactly so that our day, because if I stop at exactly 10, then I get my stretch, my walk in, then I come back at the same time. So you know how I like that shit to be. Let's get out of here, family. Let's go. I'm getting tired of living dangerous. I'm getting higher. I keep on drinking. And I swear lately, these thoughts I'm thinking got me tripping. Come and save me. Cause I just lost another round. Man, this baby mama drama got me down. And I just lost another job. Man, this living independent showing up hard. I can't do it all by myself, but I'm scared to ask for help. Sometimes I wanna end it all. It's like my back's still against the wall, y'all. I would take a gun and kill myself, but I'm scared to go to hell. Low down and disgusting. I keep crying and cussing. I'm living life like fuck it, I'm depressed. I keep drinking and smoking. Sometimes I feel I'm hopeless, man. These women got me open. I'm stressed. waiting on another high just to make it by. Stress, low down and disgusted. I keep crying and cussing. I'm living life like fuck it, y'all. We thank y'all for being tuned in, tapped in, turned on to the dopest show in the fucking world, under the globe, beside the metaverse.
Yes.
If all hearts and minds are clear, can we get a team on 3?
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, team. See y'all tomorrow. As my coach used to say, tomorrow.